Welcome to Make It Happen Monday, where we're always high on health and totally unscripted. Today, we're going to be talking about lowering your cancer risk, specifically the 4 things you can do, the top 4 things you can do to lower your cancer risk. And one of the most spectacular scientific advancements of the last 2 decades has been the realization that as individuals, we have enormous power and control over whether or not we develop chronic disease. And gratefully, cancer is no exception to this awesome reality. Based on the totality of the evidence, 50, maybe even 60% of all cancers could be prevented through diet and lifestyle. First up, the single most powerful thing you can do to lower your cancer risk is to avoid use of tobacco products. Tobacco remains the single greatest cause of preventable cancers. Number 2, and these things are in order of importance. Number 2, keep your weight in a healthy range throughout your life. Being overweight, particularly being obese, increases cancer risk through a number of mechanisms. We now have 14 different cancers that have been tied to obesity. I'm going to say this a different way. If you're a non-smoker, the single most powerful step you could take to lower your cancer risk, of all the things you could do, if you're a non-smoker, keeping your weight in a healthy range is number 1. The third strategy is be sure you're physically active. That means for most of us, make sure you exercise every single day. You want to strive for at least 30 minutes of moderate aerobic activity like a brisk walk daily as the optimal. If you want to fully leverage everything movement can do for you to lower your cancer risk, you want to strive for an hour of moderate to vigorous physical activity most every single day. And physical activity can lower your cancer risk through a host of different mechanisms. Many of them are sort of synergistic with one another. The 4th strategy, limit consumption of energy dense, that means high calorie, processed foods, particularly sugary beverages, fast food, and junk foods. And the reason is because these foods are the most notorious for leading to weight gain. You know how important weight control is. I've talked about that. Additionally, these foods are largely devoid of cancer-fighting nutrients and compounds, and oftentimes they're filled with things that can, through one way or another, promote your cancer risk. So don't ever forget, there are things that you can do that can significantly lower your risk for cancer. So please take note of that, and I'm always cheering you on. Thank you.